Okay, it's recording.
Okay. I think you did a really good job. You looked relaxed and you were behind the speaker enough to where you were still able to kind of process what was going on. Um, Everything made sense. I think it looked really good. I when I was talking about spatial relationships, you went back to when you had Africa and Congo. You always went back to that, so that was good. Um, you kept Congo in the same place and you didn't move that around too much, so that was good. When you did change it, you put the person over there. I guess it was Felix.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you went back to Congo, you changed it back over to Congo, so that worked out well.
Okay, good.
Let's see. I like how you did the world when you said the world like that. That was good use of space.
Thank you.
I feel like there probably could have been more use of space, but I'm not real good at that either, so I didn't know exactly where to tell you to use it at.
Right,
But I think that,
right.
there could have been more use of space. Now, you did do well with when you were putting the person over here, you did turn that way, so that was good. Instead of just pointing over there, you did the body shift the right way. And then you asked me to look at finger spelling. So when you did VOA at the beginning, it looked like VA.
Okay.
I don't know if that was because you were going fast or not. There were a few times when it was a little bit fast and it was kind of sloppy where you couldn't read it, but most of it was really clear. And when you did do it, it was good because sometimes I tend to bounce a little bit, but you were very steady
Okay.
and it didn't speed up in the middle. I wrote down all the words that you fixed well. The only other thing was a couple of them you were angled a little bit slightly to the left instead of straight out.
Yeah.
But I think we all do that kind of. We kind of tend to do that. And then the lady's last name was misspelled, but she had a crazy last name anyway. So. I think when it's talking about appearance, I think you look really professional. Your composure was good. I don't know. I think you did a good job.
Well, thank you. It was definitely a difficult video.
That's all I got.
Okay. For you, I thought you did really well also. The two things you wanted me to look for was the non-manual markers and the use of space. I thought you did really well. Well, first of all, with non-manual markers, especially with the topics. I know on the specific one when you were talking about the polio, your eyebrows were raised, and so we knew. That set up what the topic was by raising the eyebrows and then going into what you were going to talk about it. And really for each sentence, you had really good when it came to the topic and not a question or a rhetorical question. Well, even then, you still used your eyebrows raised, and then you went into the explanation, which I thought you did really well with. Let's see. I would say for use of space, you were more in the neutral zone. And I think if you were to body shift a little more, you'd use more of that space. When you're comparing like countries and the countries that were infected and that weren't, I think if you were to physically move your body more, you'd use more of the space around you. And that way, when you're here the whole time, it kind of makes it like it's the one, like a first person, I guess, first person always. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if you would physically shift your body more, you would use more of the space as a map. Um, I did notice, but when you were explaining, I think it was like time marker 150, you were explaining about the countries of Congo and then the other people. I did notice you did shift over here and explain and then went to this, so that was really good. I mean, you showed it in that way. As far as the non-manual markers, also, I noticed you do more English mouthing, and I think that would be another thing.
Yeah,
And it's so hard because, like, I tell my other partners with transliteration, we want that on our mouths, so it's really hard to switch into those modes. Um, but I
yeah,
think also that can also hold us back when it comes to the, what we need to do with our lips if we're voicing the words that we're signing or keeping the English on our mouth. Um, and
yeah,
also, I think I really like I do it too, and I really think it's like we're trying to catch up or to remember it, and if we say it, we're remembering it, and we're trying to catch up to them as close as
yeah,
possible. And I really think that's like a technique, one of those like bad habits that we, because I do the same thing. I try to mouth it so I remember it. It's like I'm doing it again so I remember the information. But other than those few things, I thought you did really well, and like the whole like the way you set up things. I mean, you used the globe a lot, which was nice because it really brought in that picture of where everything was and the different countries that could be affected by it. But and yeah, the different setting up and the the doctors and what they think and where they worked. I thought you did really well with everything. But those are just a few suggestions. I wish I could give you more, like you said, but I don't know.
well, I noticed you have problems with sentence boundaries. It looks like some of the time it was just all one thing and not sentences. So I wonder if I did more of the body shift, if that would help the sentence boundaries.
Right, right. And then again, if you're going into a new topic, you're in your neutral zone in the front, and then like you said, when you shift, that shows okay something new. You're comparing two different things. But yeah, I think that was really good.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Was there anything else you wanted to add before I end this part?
No, I think we're good.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna stop it.